What's going on, people? Welcome back to the Shit Vegan Show.
Wait a minute.
You should have done that beforehand.
Well, obviously I'm not very organised.
Yeah, what's going on?
I don't know what's going on.
How are you today?
Yeah, pretty exhausted actually, but I'm good. So it was a long weekend. So
Yes.
public holiday today. Lots of fun.
Did you get up to anything spectacular today?
No. I just rested and cleaned my house.
Oh, nice.
I emptied all the cans.
Cool. Can you stop touching me with your leg, please?
Oh,
I'm fucking
sorry.
I'm
I
sick of
thought
it.
we were going to play footsies.
Jesus Christ, there's not enough room under here as it is.
Sorry.
Gosh.
I thought you might have liked the footsies game, but, you know, my bad.
I'm into it. Okay, so again, all the plugs. Twitch.tv/shitvegans. Obviously, that's where you are right now. YouTube.com/shitvegans. Instagram.com/shitvegans. All that other shit. You know how it is.
Do you want to drop your address so they can
Oh,
come
yeah,
here?
yeah. Adelaide 50. I'm not going to tell you the rest because that could even get you closer. I've got people to protect, you know?
Who?
So, just people.
Oh, okay.
Me and my mama. All right, so lift that up for sounds and stuff. Yeah, cool. So we're waiting on pizza too. We ordered Caco pizza. Usually we would have eaten it by now, but it looks like we're going to be doing a mukbang sometime soon.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So let me share this out to Facebook too. Shit Vegan Show is live. Consistent. The Shit Vegans show is live. Twitch.
I'm definitely going to pull this headphones off of my head at one stage, just so you know.
How come?
Because of the cord. I'm going to lean back and I'm going to rip it off my head.
You can use the other ones if you want, if you think they're better.
We'll give this a go. If I rip it off my head, we can change over. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're
Okay,
fine.
cool.
Yeah, if I can sound all right. Sound okay. Shit Vegan
Sound
Show is
all right?
live.
Sound all right?
Like normal, like always. Always. 7 p.m. Mondays. Put it in your calendar, please. Gotta say please.
Yeah, I like that.
Oops.
Manners.
Yeah. Yeah, so we went out on, was it Friday night?
No, it's Saturday.
Saturday night. We went out Saturday night into town just to, I guess, bond and do some team building and shit like that. And yeah, it was fun.
It was good.
Wasn't bad.
It was good. It just sucks we can't dance at the moment with the current restrictions, but, you know, I'm not going to complain compared to other people's restrictions.
Oh, yeah, hey.
It was fun, though. It was fun.
It was legitimate. You get it? It's just another way of saying legitimate.
Yeah, I got it. I'm with you.
Sorry,
I'm with you.
I was just mansplaining.
That's okay.
Images. Here's the one. Shit Vegans. What? Yeah, that'll do. Twitch.tv. Let me put that there. So what this will do is this will give them a bigger, like their thumb. It's like a bigger thing for their thumb to touch. Because obviously people will be viewing this on their phones. All right, Shit Vegan Show is live. Sweet. We're talking about vegan pets. Boom, 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 boom. Because that will be, it's a controversial topic.
It is a very controversial topic.
I was having a chat with someone last night at the pub I was at.
Mm-hmm.
And, he threw out, you know how people throw out little comments that gives you a little insight into their life?
Yes, correct, yeah.
And it, and when you catch onto it, you're like, oh, I'm going to ask him about what he just said there. He said something about him being a plant. And I'm like, huh.
Oh.
Does that mean you he finished what
he
he was
identifies as a plant?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yes, he identifies as a cactus.
Okay.
Which means...
Because he's a giant prick.
No,
Okay.
just a little prick. No. He's nice. I forgot his name. We didn't exchange socials or anything. But he said, so yeah, being a cactus, right? If you identify as a cactus, that means that I'm going to go into a burning house to save my daughter and then my dog. I don't know about plants though, because they don't really feel pain and yeah.
Okay.
Hang on. That was a time for this.
Yeah. I like that.
That was shit. Yeah, so he said that he was he's a plant, and I was like, what does that mean? Does that mean like you only eat plants? And he goes, yeah, I only eat plants on Mondays through Fridays. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
I said, so you plant based? No, I said, you vegan? And he goes, yeah, it's Mondays through Fridays. I'm like, oh, so you plant based then? Mondays through Fridays. He's like, yeah, I am, yeah. And we got on the conversation, and he said, he was like, he's saying everything that we would say, like, to argue for veganism.
Okay.
And I didn't want to press him on it because I didn't want to, like, bring up the, Uber's on the move, bring up the, like, cognitive dissonance and the defense mechanisms that people would usually put up. So I was just listening to him, and I was just doing little pushbacks. I'm like, fucking, have you thought about this, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I said, dude, you're on board with it all. And he was trying to justify, going to family farms and things like that. But then he said it himself, but they will just die together, all die at the same place, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you said it all yourself, man. So he's like turning himself vegan. And then we got onto the topic of pets and cats and things like that as well. So that's how we get into this topic. Yeah, so what's your thoughts on that? Like, what about just we can talk about it and we can bring it in and find, like, I guess, because it's a grey area.
It is a very grey area
in a lot of areas. I mean, we can apply the same consistent logic to it, and it will, that it is sort of a black and white issue. It can be, however, in today's society and the way pets are brought into the world, it's a bit of an issue. So, what do you think?
Yeah, that is an issue. And another topic, I guess, we could maybe talk about when we go into our next subject. But I am very divided. I am very, very divided on the animals, pets, I should say, pets being vegan. It is an interesting concept. I would like to be more educated on it.
Yeah.
Personally, it's not an area that I know too much about. I've seen a few videos, and I know a few people who do have vegan pets, and their pets seem really good. I'm not really too sure. I would like to actually be educated. I'd love to go to someone and be like, please educate me on this topic, because I really don't know. I guess for me, it's like if I'm going to be vegan, I can, I'll go to the doctor. I can be like, if I feel tired, I can have my levels tested. I know how I'm feeling, but I don't know when my animal's feeling something besides maybe hunger. Like, she comes and tells me. Absolutely. She can be really freaking annoying with that. So there is things that she can tell me emotions, but she can't be like, hey, my stomach's sore because I ate something in the garden. I have to guess. Yeah. I have to guess how she's feeling. And when I see her eating grass, I'm like, oh, okay, she's not feeling that great today. So,
and because she, in the same sense, she's kind of like a cat as well, where they eat the grass to make themselves go, bleh. Is that what dogs do as well?
Yeah, dogs do it as well. There's a certain grass they like to eat. It's kind of a spiky kind of grass. Ooh. Yeah. It's got a weird texture on it. And she'll eat that. And
have you tried it?
Have I tried the grass?
Oh, yeah, because vegans eat grass.
I actually have tried that grass. I'm not going to lie. I have tried that grass.
Were you drunk?
Should I say yes?
Was someone trying to give you shit and say that vegans eat grass, and you were just
I was just curious of how it tasted, to be honest. Like, it was just because it's a weird textured grass that they eat. It's like a sticky thing. So I was like, I wonder what this tastes like. And it is pretty like sticky, like furry grass. Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, I do really weird things. So there's that. Oh dear, I'm gonna put myself in hot water here.
It's all right. We can. This is a place to get the hot water going, boiling, and then we're going to bring it down to a simmer. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Metaphorically.
Yeah. So I just worry that with my dog and with other animals that they might not be getting what they need, but then again, we can get exactly what we need. So why is it going to be too different? I'm not too sure. Because there are a lot of animals out there who primarily do eat grass, and those animals are very big and strong animals.
Grass-fed, powered beasts, cows.
Is it rhinos?
I think rhinos eat.
Or they eat bugs.
Eat grass and probably little insects and stuff. But like gorillas, the biggest bloody animals on the planet. Hippos, biggest, strongest animals on the planet. They're all herbivores, so
see, and that's what makes me think, like, if they can eat grass and plants, and I guess they would all kind of eat tiny insects because they would be on the plants. Yeah. But if they can eat that as primarily their diet, then why can't other animals? But then again, it's like tigers and stuff.
It's an instinct thing, right?
Yeah, it is an instinct thing. You're right. You're 100% right there.
100%.
100%.
So we'll talk about like pets, right? So we'll talk about pets prior to moving on to the diet aspect or the feeding them aspect. This isn't planned or anything. We just had the topic and we're just going to talk about the topic. I've got some things loaded up on the screen here to bring it up so we can refer to that for info as well. But being a vegan in a non-vegan world, we have to realize, we all know that the animals that are here aren't here because they bred themselves to be here. It's because humans bred them to be here or introduce them and let them get out of control. So my cat Betty over there, sitting down, just chilling. Betty, okay? Just dozing off there. She looks, I don't know, you just wake me up, motherfucker.
Yeah, she looks pretty angry. Oh, no, she's going back to sleep.
Yeah, she's having a bit of a snooze there. Yeah. She's just chilling. She's 11. I've been vegan 5 years, and throughout that whole time, I was feeding her. No. I'll get to that after. So, obviously, she was a rescue. Not obviously, she was a rescue because in Whyalla, that's where she came from. My sister had her cat, and her cat had litters of kittens every year. She wouldn't get her desexed, or probably just didn't have the money to do it, or whatever. And no, I'm not blaming anyone for that, but I think it just comes down to lack of education and shit like that. And so me and my ex-girlfriend at the time, we went down there and we're like, all right, let's rescue a kitten. That will bring us closer together, and
adopting a baby.
Yeah. So we brought her up to Adelaide in a pale ale box, like Cooper's pale ale box. And I think since then, she's remembered getting in cars and whatnot, because she loves it in the car. Like she'll get in there and she'll run around in there and lay and get comfortable.
Some pets absolutely love the car.
Yeah, and she'll sit on you. She's very purry and very affectionate in cars. It's really weird. So if I were to take her for a ride with me, she's inquisitive, like, oh, what's going on? And when you pat her, she just lifts her back up. Oh yeah, nice, I'm here. It's like it's probably kind of like she thinks she's not allowed to be there, but I'm just gonna get the affection anyway because I don't think I'm allowed to be here.
Now I want to take her for a car ride.
Yeah, she'll sit on your lap in the car, and she'll probably get up and give you a face rub. Yeah,
that sounds nice.
Yeah, she's alright. She look okay?
Yeah, she's tired. Don't wake her up. Let her snooze.
Usually she snoozes in a little ball. Maybe she's just keeping an eye on us. And because we're vegans, right? That's when I have the conversation with people about, feeding animals. I wouldn't say putting our vegan lifestyle on a pet is the right thing to say. I do think that, animals, pets can survive on plant-based diets. Science shows it, science proves it, logic is consistent with it. So for me, obviously, cats are bred into our existence, and if they were to live wild and be what people would refer to as obligate carnivores, they would only eat small mice, rats, rodents, birds, lizards, all those types of things. So that would be their natural diet, right?
It would be, yep.
So if people who aren't vegan going up to vegans and they're saying, you're feeding the animal what they're not meant to eat. Well, what are you feeding them then? Are you feeding them small mice, rats, birds, lizards, what they're meant to eat? Oh no, I feed them biscuits. Oh, well, why are you having a go at me then? It's like biscuits or wet food, and the wet food and the biscuits and everything that's in. Like we're gonna go deep into this because this is some fucking crazy shit, right? So. Yeah, like I could go on, and I know I'm speaking a lot about it and not giving you a chance.
But I'm happy to listen.
So because
I want to be educated on this topic, so
I've gone in and I've batted for people, and help defend people who are sharing the awareness and spreading the vegan message and stuff when it comes to feeding animals plant-based diets, right? So dogs, omnivores, they're what is it? It's opportunistic eaters. So they'll eat whatever. You give them a carrot, they'll eat the carrot. You give them a chicken, they'll eat the chicken. If they're really hungry, they'll chase the chicken and eat the chicken. Whatever.
Yeah, my dog has a habit of. I've seen her actually do this. Yeah, and usually I just find the remains, but she pulls pigeons out of the sky.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, I've seen her actually do it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So sometimes I'll get home and I'll see all the feathers.
No.
And I'm like, oh, no. She, for a pudgy girl, she's really good at it.
Yeah, wow. All pizza's almost here. So this is probably going to end up being a mukbang as well. Just keeping an eye on the door. Wait for a dude to walk by. His name is Indumathi Jaurayatnam. Give him a moment to
give him a shout out.
Give him a shout out. Cheers, brother. What's your socials, mate? Let's give you a plug. Shitvegans / link in the description, everything. Just saying those YouTube things. Link in the description. So where was I?
I was talking about Shyla and the birds.
Yeah,
but it's interesting because she. Oh my god, the things that she's picked up, I can't.
Yeah.
Mice,
do you ever see her pick up things and
rats.
you go, what's this? And you just pull it out.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, mice, rats, lizards, birds,
toys.
Possum. Oh god, the possum was the worst.
Oh no.
Because they're pretty big things, possums.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the worst. I'll never forget that. I was so mad. I was so damn mad.
Yeah. And there's not really much we can do about it either. I'm just gonna check on this guy because he seems to be lost. But yeah, have a chat. One sec, guys. Sorry, everyone.
Do you want to put an intermission on? We'll just put an intermission on because then we can get the stuff
Let's
here.
do that. So this one and
boom.
one issue with
Yeah.
with it. Yeah. So let me get some stuff.
Righty. So I thought you ran around or something.
Do you want to play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wash my hands.
Righto. Thank you, Lee.
Yeah. Surely there's an easy way to fix it.
I'm a mouse. You're not. Oh yeah, everyone can hear us too, which is good. What is up? We're back. So we're gonna eat. I don't even know where we were.
I think I was still on the bird story.
Oh yeah. So let's do it.
So what have we got?
We got Caco pizza. We got this one and this one. Ugh. Yes. Shit.
Awesome.
Can everyone see that?
Capsicum or avocado? Capsicum.
You don't like capsicum?
No, I do. I just didn't know what it was. I wanted to know.
It's fucking pizza.
This is true. Pizza in general.
Shit vegans eat shit pizza. Or good pizza.
Good pizza.
Yeah, so vegan pets, right? So if we were to feed animals their natural diet, and if we were to give them their natural life, we wouldn't be taken to the vet. We wouldn't be feeding them anything other than little lizards and birds and stuff. We'd let them go out and hunt it themselves, right? So when non-vegans come up to you and they say, "Oh, you're not giving your animal their natural food, whatever," all right, I'll just put it straight back on them. Well, what are you feeding them? Whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, you think about it too. The food that they're feeding them is like cows, pigs, chickens, kangaroos, whatever. Do you really think that this little cat here would be able to take down a cow? No. No. So obviously, why are we feeding them cows? It's.
I don't think my dog could even take down a cow.
Yeah. So that the term obligate carnivore is kind of eradicated now because of the fact that we can now synthesize all the food that they need to be put, all of the chemicals and whatever it is that they need, chemicals or whatever, synthesize all of the nutrients that they need, and we can put that in vegan pet food and feed it to the vegan, like the pets.
Random question, actually. How long do you think Betty would survive if you let her out? How long do you reckon you'd give her?
2 days.
2 days.
Yep.
Yep. I'd give Shyla 20 minutes.
Yeah,
She'd
right.
run on the road.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And that's the thing too, like they're family members that just live a different way to us.
That's absolutely right.
And they're dumber than us too. Aren't you? Yeah. So what I've got here is we'll run through this video here from Bite Size Vegan. It only goes for about 4 minutes 58. So we'll have a listen to this. And this really opened my eyes to a lot of things.
Okay.
Yeah. This is what I share to people.
So this is my education now that I want to get. Yeah, so.
And yeah, it's a YouTube video, but...
Oh, don't.
No.
Not
I know you're not like that, but I know the people who are watching.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people say, YouTube, bloody blah, blah, blah.
No, YouTube is great.
Welcome to Vegan.
It is good.
Loving our pets to death, part 2. In part 1, we looked at how we are breeding our pets to death. Today, we're going to look at how we're feeding our pets to death. 53% of adult dogs and 55% of adult cats are overweight or obese. Believe it or not, there are actually fat camps now for your overweight pets. And Pfizer developed a drug called Central to treat canine and feline obesity. More importantly than how much we're feeding our pets is what we're feeding our pets. The gulf between what most of us believe we are feeding our meat-eating cats and dogs and what we are actually giving them is enormous. About 50% of every food animal does not get used in human food. Whatever remains of the carcass, the heads, feet...
This is wicked ammo to use when defending this topic. You know, what she says here is fucking unreal. If you haven't heard of this, yeah, it's heavy shit.
No, I'm ready. I'm so ready.
A bit.
Bone, blood, the intestine, and their contents, meaning poop, lungs, spleens, livers, ligaments, fat trimming, unborn babies, and other parts, as well as animal feed, fertilizer, industrial lubricants, soap, rubber, and other products. Pet food also includes the so-called 4D animals, the dead, dying, diseased, and disabled. In the book Obligate Carnivore, author Jed Gillen makes a compelling case for a vegan diet for cats and dogs. If you think a vegan diet is unnatural for your cat or dog, Jed asks us to look at how natural the ingredients are in meat-based pet foods. The meat in our pet food is stuff that for whatever reason cannot be sold as human food. It's so bad that cannot even be put into hot dogs. Wait a second. If the industry that uses reject meat parts actually rejects meat parts, you know that you're dealing with some serious strange. Meat doesn't mean filet mignon. It doesn't mean that it has passed any sort of inspection or that it necessarily has any nutritional value whatsoever. It can be blood, bone, or brain tissue. It can be roadkill. It can even be cats and dogs. The FDA conducted a study in which they looked in pet food for pentobarbital, the most commonly used euthanasia drug. The results? They found it. Forced cannibalism seems sadistic, but in terms of what's really unnatural, it's not even close. Spoiled supermarket meats find their way into cat and dog food. The kicker is that they are not required to take them out of the styrofoam packages first. And with the cats and dogs that go into pet food, flea collars are not routinely removed. So is this really part of the natural, healthy diet of our dogs and cats? It's my pet's natural instinct. There's a huge difference.
So if you're a non-vegan, and or even if you're a vegan, and you're still of the belief that we should still be contributing to the pet food industries to feed our animals in this, you're deluding yourself and you're still trying to hold on to fake truths and things like that.
Yeah, I did hear about how a lot of pet foods, they just colour the pellets to look different. So it looks like it's like a vegetable, or they've used a different part of the animal, and it's just that it's food colouring. So I have heard of that, but I haven't heard of that.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Difference between a lion or wolf killing and eating another animal and a domestic cat or dog eating an animal that was raised, tortured, slaughtered, rendered, extruded, packaged, purchased, and served by humans, which represents the greater crime against nature. Providing cats and dogs with a vegan diet that is specially formulated to meet their nutritional needs, or giving them a highly processed meat-based food consisting of feathers, tumors, nerve tissue, cat and dog carcasses, ground up plastic, and a poison specifically designed to kill them. A cat or dog can live and be healthy without having animals killed for food. Therefore, if we give them meat, we are participating in taking animal life merely for the sake of their appetite. Just because our cats and dogs don't understand and cannot be held morally responsible for this does not mean that no injustice has been committed. If everybody stopped eating meat but continued to demand that meat be made available for their pets' food, the animal slaughter industry would continue to be profitable and animals would continue to suffer needlessly. Jed Gillen brings up a good point. He says, I always wonder how some people can be so concerned about the supposed cruelty of depriving cats and dogs of meat, while at the same time finding it so easy to dismiss the extreme suffering that is experienced by the animals that are made into that meat for cats and dogs. The argument that it's not natural is a cop-out. What's natural has never been the basis for what is moral. Coming from a purely moral standpoint, it wouldn't really matter that vegetarian food be healthier than meat in order to conclude that it's the best choice. It just so happens that a vegan diet has been shown to be healthier for cats and dogs. The source of educational materials for the few nutritional courses that veterinarians do take are written by the meat pet food companies, and they consist of the results from studies that the companies themselves have conducted or paid to have done. Many people who are vegan continue to feed their animals meat-based pet food. When the pet food industry tells us that pelletized or canned slaughterhouse waste products, the bodies of dogs and cats, moldy grains, flea collars, euthanasia solution, hormones, chemical preservatives, pesticides, livestock antibiotics, and toxic levels of heavy metal like lead and mercury are not only adequate, but actually necessary for proper nutrition, many of us accept this claim at face value. For many vegans, this is the last slaughterhouse industry lie to which we are still susceptible. What about cats? Cats require taurine, which many people argue they can only get from meat sources. However, as long ago as the 1920s, the old method of isolating...
I can't remember if she brings it up in this one, but synthetic taurine is added to most pet foods that you buy from the supermarkets anyway. Okay. Yeah, so, you know, yeah, it's just fuck. Just fuck. I just finished that one, so.
You got the whole pizza in that time. Holy shit.
I usually get like a big family one, but. Yeah.
Taurine was outdated, having been replaced with the more efficient process of creating it synthetically. The greatest irony of the whole foolish taurine issue is the simple fact that most cats living today have been relying on synthetic taurine all of their lives anyway. The high temperatures of a rendering plant cause whatever vitamins and such were present at the outset to denature. All modern meat-based pet foods utilize the exact same synthetic taurine that the vegan cat food manufacturers do. So you've told me about all of the horrible stuff in my pet's food. What can I feed? There are a variety of vegan dog and cat foods, so if you try one and your pet's not satisfied, don't give up. In Obligate Carnivore, Jed Gillen talks specifically about how to make the switch. Let's see how Ubi likes her vegan food, B-Dog. Be sure to check out the resources that I posted in the description, and go visit our brand new website at bitesizevegan.com.
There you go. So that's the video, right? And here is a study that backs it up too. So basically, vegetarian versus meat-based diets for companion animals. Simple summary. Many owners of companion animals are interested in vegetarian diets for the animals, as concerns increase about the consequences of animal farming for health, animal welfare, and the environment. However, are vegetarian diets for cats and dogs nutritionally balanced and healthy? This article comprehensively reviews the evidence published to date from 4 studies that have examined nutritional adequacies of vegetarian diets for cats and dogs. To obtain additional information, we surveyed 12 pet food companies detailed in the most recent study. We also examined the nutritional soundness of meat-based companion animal diets and reviewed the evidence concerning the health status of vegetarian, carnivorous, and omnivorous companion animals. Both cats and dogs may thrive on vegetarian diets, but these must be nutritionally complete and reasonably balanced. Owners should regularly monitor urinary acidity and should correct urinary alkalization through appropriate dietary additives if necessary. So one of the main issues with we got a question, Astro Girl. I'll get to that in one sec. One of the issues, where was I going with that? I got distracted. Oh, well. Okay, so also I'm conflicted about feeding my dog chicken. Do you recommend any doggo food? See, I only know of one source in Australia, and that's Vegan Pet. And their website is here, so veganpet.com.au. We can go. They provide a lot of information about cats, dogs, the information of why, balanced diet, scientific evaluations, all that sort of stuff.
Can we have a look at some of the food?
Yeah,
the dogs.
Dogs, yep. So there is a shop now. Here you go.
Yeah, okay.
Now I've bought some of this for Betty.
Yep.
Betty was eating it for a long time there. Which also brings me to my next, I guess, well, we'll talk about this, but we'll talk about the transition process and how that can cause issues too, in my opinion. But yeah, there's lots of different products that you can buy. So the main product here is Important info. We are out of stock for both cat and dog tin food products. We'll have them back in stock in 3 weeks. We apologise for the inconvenience. So if you have any inquiries, blah, blah, blah. New products. Vegan dog food and treats. Okay, so the 15K vegan pet, kilogram vegan pet complete and balanced dry pup dog food. So that's it's got all the information on there about what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And you go through. Yeah, no worries. No worries, Astro Girl. If you're still here, make sure that you follow us on all the social media sites. We're trying to get as many subscribers to YouTube as possible. So youtube.com/shitvegans, Instagram.com/shitvegans, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, like you wouldn't, if you were to go into, say, supermarket, pick up commercial pet food.
Yes.
And you were to look at the ingredients list, you'll see it says meat or meat.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah.
And that's and you see here it tells you
like
exactly
it could be
what's needed.
any kind of meat. It just says meat.
Yeah, meat.
Yeah.
Yep. And you look at the fish ones, and it will still say meat, and it it's just crazy shit. But yeah, I bet you. How does that? What is that? That information that you've now been delivered. How does that? What's that making you feel? How do you feel about that?
I mean, some of it I was kind of aware of.
Yeah.
The things like, I think with the animals, how it said there's different body parts and the meat that's unfit for us, and like the tumors and all of that stuff. I mean, it's hard because it's like in a situation where, like, if my dog had to kill an animal, they may have that in them anyway. So that doesn't really concern me too much because, like, even as a human, our meat, they cut around that anyway. So they cut around the cancer, the pus, and the tumours.
And then they throw the cancer to the dogs and cats.
But it still would have had some cells in it in the meat that humans are eating. It's just something, if you were a meat eater, that's something you have to accept, that you are eating this part of this animal that has tumours, that may have had all these health issues. That's just what you have to accept as a meat eater. The meat's not perfect. I mean, you know.
Exactly.
So I do get concerned, though, the really bad quality of it. Yeah. That does concern me. I have read about that a bit in the past. It seems like I just need to do some more research, really. Yeah. And like I'm gonna go away today and do some more research on what would be best for her. Yeah. Yeah. And I usually don't have this conversation with people who aren't vegan, because in my eyes, go vegan first and then we can have this conversation. Yes, I agree. And that's, if people come up to you and all that sort of shit. But then I just drop that video, watch this, and then you'll come around at least, if they're smart enough to be able to handle new information. Because people just disregard it because it comes from YouTube. It's like, well, YouTube is a fucking great source for all this type of stuff. It is. Nutritionfacts.org, they do a lot of their content through YouTube. I think heaps of people are doing their content through YouTube. Like doctors and everything are doing their content through YouTube. Yeah, that's it. And even like there's doctors on TikTok and stuff. Yeah. Like it's just wherever they can get the reach. It's not about like the platform, it's about the reach that they can get. Are you smelling plastic? Burning plastic? Yeah, I am smelling burning plastic a bit. Oh, it's probably coming from outside because I think it might be. I don't know. I did smell that and I was like, that smells funny. Wouldn't be any sources of it in here. Oh well, it's something. Hang on, I'm gonna go investigate. Actually. Okay. Sorry, people. So we don't light on fire. Yeah. I'm going to have a look at this website while you go. Use my senses. As long as it's not the computer. As long as it's not the computer that's burning. Just got to smell. Well, that's good. That's the main thing. I bought my dog these vegan I have had the vegan potato ears for her, and she did eat them, and then she wouldn't eat them. And then they sat on my lounge room floor for like 3 days before I was like, I'm going to chuck it out.
That's I'll get to that as well, I suppose. So, Betty, now this might be relatable to a lot of thanks, Astro Girl. This might be relatable to a lot of vegans as well, who are now armed with this information.
Mm-hmm.
What do they do with it? Because it's not as simple as just having the food that you've already been giving them, laced with all of this shit, and because they also add I'm not sure if Bite Size Vegan added it in there, but she did another video on it as well.
Mm-hmm.
They also add this product called Digest, and it's like an addictive compound.
Okay.
Right? So it makes them addicted to it. So it's kind of like you also have to wean your animal off of an addiction as well. Now,
that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, it's the same with eating like meat, I guess.
Yeah, moving from cheese and
Yeah, because cheese has got that addictive that sets off the dopamine in your brain.
Yep, the casomorphin.
Yeah, so that's hard to quit.
Yeah, it is.
So
yeah,
there's a lot of things, even things that don't have that addictive like component. It's like mentally can be addictive.
Yep. Like that's how people can get addicted to going to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
People can get addicted to watching porn. People can get addicted to playing video games. Playing COD.
Or yeah. Hey, I'm getting good. I'm getting good. So people can get addicted to really anything, but with the food, I think you would have to wean your animals off of it.
Yeah,
because also they might be fussy about it.
Exactly. Yes.
Like the potato ears, she ate those. The first few times I gave them to them, no problem.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, I bought 2 one day. No.
Yeah. Yep. Astrogo, if you're still here, are you from Adelaide or from Australia at all? Reason I ask that question will be what I say next. So as I was saying with Betty, right? I went vegan 5 years ago, and it was probably only 4 years ago that I was sort of looking into this and transitioning her to a plant-based diet, which is nutritionally whole and adequate and all that sort of stuff. And she was eating the biscuits for a little while, but then she stopped eating them. She wouldn't continue to eat them
anymore.
Yeah. So until I find something else, because I don't want her to starve. I've got food left over from. I had a massive bag of like pet food that I had bought for her prior.
Yep.
Not prior to going vegan, because that's a long time, but like prior to actually implementing all these changes. And she eats that. I hear her crunching away. And even to this day, I've had a packet of like wet food in the cupboard for a long time. And as soon as I pick up a sachet, she just fucking froths it. Like she's like, give me a hit. That's exactly what it is. I'll hold it down to her and she'll try and grab it and try and get into it. Yeah. Yep. That's it.
Absolutely.
Yes, born and raised in Adelaide, but now I'm living in Melbourne. Also, my dogs are extremely fussy. Yeah, so that's the thing, you know.
Yeah, that's the problem. They're so fussy.
This is the grey area, I think. But yeah, sorry.
No. I was just agreeing.
Oh,
the Astro Girl. Yeah, like dogs can be extremely fussy.
Yep. Dogs, cats. Yeah.
Especially small dogs for some reason.
Yeah.
People are like, I don't know what to feed my small dog.
Little yippers. Yeah. Little Jack next door.
Oh yeah, little Jack next door.
Little Jack Russell. Call him Jack. Little boy.
He's not a Jack Russell.
Isn't he?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh. He's an old boy.
Yeah, he's an old boy.
Old boy. Oh, yeah, whatever.
Not a Jack Russell.
Yeah, grandpa. Looks like Shredder. No, Splinter. From Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I think. Anyway.
No, I agree with you there.
But yeah, so link in the description. Just got to get in the habit of saying that. But yeah, this is the study. It backs up vegan, vegetarian, vegan diets for companion animals. And yeah, so bring us back on here. So
I know you're not gonna like this comment, but it's convenience as well.
Yeah.
So being a vegan nowadays, there isn't any excuse for a human not to be vegan, because you can go to the shop and you can get everything you need.
Yep.
So, in a Western society, there's no excuse not to be vegan. Yep. And with the vegan pet food, I mean, I can't find that just at like Woolworths.
No, exactly. Yeah, it's the scarcity.
Even going to like Pet Stock, Pet Barn,
Yep.
whichever one you go to. I mean, I don't even think I've really looked for vegan food there.
Yeah, no, I've seen.
I have to do that next time I go.
Like whenever I go, you won't find it at Pet Barn or whatever. But there's a place, where that on the run is, just on the corner there.
Yes.
There's a pet shop behind it, a pet food store, or
like an independent one.
Yeah, it's a pet store. You can't buy pets there. I think I'm not sure if you can buy birds there, but
or fish or something.
Yeah, I didn't look last time I was in there, but I've bought vegan pet food from there.
Oh, that's awesome.
So they also sell V dog food. So it's like biscuits. It's not the vegan pet one, but I think they sell that there too. But it's another one that you can buy from there. Go in there one day, maybe buy a bag and see what's up, see how it goes.
I have to get some and do a taste test.
Yeah.
I'll film it. We can put it on our thing.
Yeah, see what's up. Yeah, because and where I was going is the transitioning thing, right? So I think it's an obligation that we at least attempt to transition, which I think is then justified for us to continue to buy what they were already eating in order to not have them starve, and then slowly transition them into, so then they're completely on the new biscuits.
I would be into that. I would be into that.
Yeah, so that's what I advocate.
I'd support that. Yeah, I would definitely support that. I think with little dogs, especially, it would be easier.
Yeah.
Because they don't eat as much.
Yeah.
Whereas my dog, she's bigger dog, so she eats a lot.
Yeah. So I've got some of the vegan pet biscuits there, and I'll give them to her sometimes. Like I've had a handful of them. They taste just like fucking normal pet food.
Really?
Right? But the thing is, what's in it, because the vegan pet food industry, the company they're not like, obviously they want you to buy their product, but they're not trying to fucking harm anyone. They're actually trying to do the right thing. You know? And which brings me back to what we were saying before. If we were actually doing what they're meant to be doing, I'd let her out, roam in the streets, finding her own food, because, she's dependent on us. Like the animals that we have in our care are dependent on us. And that's,
Well, they are.
That's right. And I think when people rescue pets, which is the vegan position to rescue animals.
Correct.
Adopt, don't shop, because if you're shopping,
yes,
then you're supporting,
like puppy mills,
and all these
breeders. Yeah.
Like don't like $50,000 pug. Like, are you kidding me? Like, why are these animals bred into existence for the sole purpose of someone wanting them as a pet? It's like, no, why are they being bred into existence when there are other animals that need to be saved?
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, I think we could also apply that to humans. I think we really could.
I think we could.
Yeah.
I think you could.
Yeah, because there's lots of kids in orphanages. But I guess we're not breeding children in order to sell them, I suppose. But
oh God, I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not. I mean, that's probably happening somewhere in the world, and it's such a fucking shame.
It definitely is. I'm a bit into those, like
those
I guess
little holes. We should have like
those. Like I follow. What's the name of it?
Conspiracy theories.
Well, I am a conspiracy theorist, but I'm really, really against, obviously, any child trafficking and that kind of stuff.
As it should be.
Yeah. So I like to educate myself to know what's happening.
Yeah. Yep.
So I can educate other people on it.
Yep. Yep. Awesome. Yeah. So that is, I guess, my position on vegan pets, right? And I go into like the Adelaide Vegans Facebook page, which is not a safe space for animals, by the way, because vegetarians can get away with, espousing vegetarianism when obviously we know that vegetarianism is just a diet which still abuses animals by way of the diet.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, it wasn't too hard for me to come to the realization when I did stop eating meat that, hang on a second, I think dairy is actually worse than eating meat.
Oh, totally agree.
If people say to me, oh, you know, I don't eat meat but I have dairy, I'm like, I would actually prefer it to be the other way around.
Yeah, me too.
If they were like, oh, I don't have dairy but I eat meat, I would 100% prefer that than the other way around. I think dairy is worse.
Yep. If I were to advocate, which I don't advocate for baby steps, but if I were to advocate, you're not going to get anything. It's all gone. Vegan cheese. If I were to advocate baby steps, transitioning towards a vegan diet, which I don't, I'd say get rid of dairy first.
Yeah, absolutely.
Simple.
Absolutely.
I
mean, I would love to, we should do a podcast on the steps of veganism and that, because you don't advocate for that. I do to an extent. So it'll be interesting to see your views compared to mine on that. Yeah. Because I'm a bit more of a at your pace.
Mm-hmm. It's like a bit of a journey.
Yeah. Because look, I'm not going to be a hypocrite about that. Like, I didn't cut it all out at once. So
and I don't think anyone
really does.
And I think we touched on this.
I think
you're telling a story about that Snickers bar that was in your bag, or that bar.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
you were gonna eat it, but you didn't.
Yeah, because I was like, I want one last of everything. Because when I was going to go vegan, like full vegan, I was like, this is it for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna have dairy or meat again. Yeah, it was a commitment. Yep. So for me, that was it.
Yep.
I was like, that's absolutely the commitment I'm making. So I wanted to have the last one of everything. And that Snickers bar was in my bag for so long. Yeah, I ended up giving it to I think a friend or something like that. So obviously I wasn't going to chuck it away. Yeah.
See, I'm not having to go, but on that, even I wouldn't have even given it to anyone. I would have just chucked it away because you're damaging their health.
Oh, but that's their own personal. That's their own personal thing.
That's just another little tidbit, but it's like a
we all damage our health. Really.
It's just a little past thing.
I'm not. I'm not one of those health vegans for health.
No. It's only me I hate, not the animals.
Oh gosh.
Also, having said this, and because we're out there, to those people who are watching as well, I'm sure Holly would agree with this.
Maybe. We'll see.
No, it's a good thing. It's I don't think people are bad people.
Oh yeah.
If you're not vegan, I don't think you're a bad person. I just think, like me, I was conditioned to participate in a bad thing from a very young age. And that's, once we receive the information, we process it, and our cognitive dissonance sort of backs down, and then we align our actions with our core beliefs. That's when we become vegan.
Yeah, it's like manipulation.
Manipulation.
Like, we've been manipulated.
Oh, yeah. Condition. Yeah. Same deal, yeah. Exactly.
So you can't blame people who have been manipulated in those situations. And this applies to a whole range of situations,
Agree. Yeah. Yeah, like cultists, was it Charles Manson?
Yes.
He manipulated a certain amount of people to kill people because, is that what happened?
Or R. Kelly.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
So that would have been a Stockholm syndrome and a lot of manipulation.
Yeah, and you don't blame the people who are manipulated. No,
of course not.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
So I feel like that relates to what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. Mm-hmm. You know how it is. Yeah, so you agree.
I do agree with you there. Yeah. I definitely do agree.
So who else? Do we have anyone here in the chat? Is anyone here wanting to ask us a question? Get some information out there? Would like to ask us a question in order to discuss it, and then I guess deliver it back through our ways of thinking? I'll leave that there because we've probably got no one watching, but that's how it is. That's the thing.
We got to get it onto YouTube. That's where the...
Yeah, I know. So 1,000 subs we need.
Okay.
And we need 4,000 watching hours. So
Okay.
during, like say if you were to just put it on in the background at home or whatever and just let it play, it gets the timing up. So if we can reach the 4,000 hours of consecutive of watching, then that's that ticked off. And then we get 1,000 subs and then we can start monetizing things. That's awesome. Well. We can get sponsors on. We sponsor their products.
Yeah.
And
that'd be cool to sponsor vegan products.
Yeah. Like if we can get Vegan Pet on there and, sponsor that.
Why? Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Why don't we have a Vegan Pet to interview right now? I could have bought Shyla and we could have sat her where you are and asked her the questions.
Yeah. See, Betty doesn't speak English, so she won't be able to. And I keep saying to her, as soon as you learn how to speak English, Betty, you can. I thought that was her on the bench. You can have whatever you want in the world.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, because I'll be able to have whatever I want in the world because I'll have the fucking first cat to ever speak English.
Yeah. And
that will make me a millionaire.
It will.
And she'll benefit, obviously. And, not stealing her thunder. Well, she's the talking cat.
Absolutely.
She'll get stolen. She'll get assassinated, attempted.
Oh, my God.
I'll jump in front of a bullet for Betty.
Yeah, I would jump in front of a bullet for my dog too.
Yeah.
My girl.
Charlotte girl.
Even though she's so stupid sometimes. Like, honestly.
Big furry girl. So we were at on Saturday night. We went to town, get on the drinks, and prior to that we were playing beer pong. And I'd go out for a little Shyla cuddle interlude, give her some cuddles, just get her to know me a little bit more. She's not really excited to see new people though, is she?
It all depends what mood she's in. Yes and no. Like, sometimes she'll be like, "Oh my God, who are you?" Other times she'll be like, "Oh, yep, cool."
Yep, cool. No.
I think she was a bit salty because I left her outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually she comes in at night, like we bond. That's our time. I talk to her and stuff.
Yeah.
But she was out because I didn't want her like walking under the beer pong table because that's where she would pick to sleep. So.
All right. And like last time, we checked in with Tash. This time we'll check in on Joey and check out his content to show. So he's recently released started a campaign called Uncovered by Joey Carbstrong. I got access to a huge UK secret Uncovered premiere, so everyone should watch it. He's going in and documenting chicken farms in the UK.
And supporting funding industries that are horrific.
And this is just a little sus, but this is
just flopped over.
This is what happens in Australia for KFC, for Ingham's.
Oh, I have to say, it really annoys me when people say, "Oh, but it doesn't happen in Australia." I get that so many times when I have a vegan argument. And I said to my colleagues once, she said, "No, I know people who run farms and they don't treat their animals that way. They treat their animals really, really well." And I said, "Okay, so do you buy your meat only from them?
Yeah.
Is that the place that you are buying your meat?"
Yeah. Yeah,
do you buy Coles or Woolworths, or you just support that farm?
Yeah.
And I know for a fact that she buys like cheese from like Coles and Woolworths. So I'm like, you're trying to have this argument with me.
Yeah.
But you're not. You don't even go to the place that you're telling me apparently is treating them really well and it's good for them. And
I know, and it's such a hard thing as well because we're not trying to. Like when we have these discussions with people, we're not trying to like hurt their feelings or anything. We're just explaining what's happening, and what's happening is you're having an emotional reaction to the truth, and it's understandable.
Yeah, it is
completely understandable. But the vegan isn't the one that's the extreme one. We're the ones that just don't want the extreme thing to happen.
Yes, correct.
And it's hard to comprehend. Like prior to going vegan myself, I hated vegans.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
I hated vegans. Let me bring something up. I have to get rid of this. Do this. Go to Instagram. Go to one of my archived posts. If I can get there from here. Profile. Let's see if I can go to my archive posts from here. I don't think I can. Oh.
Surely you can. I think there is a way.
Because I've got so many archived posts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've got over 1,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it in the settings somewhere?
Maybe. Okay. I don't know. Just go to my profile. Posts, reels,
No, I don't
save
think
tagged.
so.
Oh, damn. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, yeah, there's a picture. I didn't leave it up. But there is a picture which is of me sharing like what I used to say, like on my bio.
Oh.
I used to put like meat, beers, barbecue.
Oh, yep. Yeah, I get you. Yep.
You know, on my thing here. And yeah, it was I used to do that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And you know, obviously I don't think I'm a bad person, and we vegans don't think non-vegans are bad people. And like you said a good thing a little while ago about you having discussions with people like at work.
Yes.
And you say, do you want to have this conversation? Because if we do, if I'm getting this right, if we do, I'm going to say some truthful things, and I'm not responsible for your emotional reaction to the things that I say.
Yes, I do. I definitely do.
Throw that disclaimer out there, and that's great. I use that now.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's good to do that because, oh my gosh, yeah. Once
Get
I
them
was
some doozies.
talking to someone, and what I was saying about the veganism. And actually, I want to do a topic on this, so I won't go too much into what she was saying because I would love to hear your opinion on this because it was the most stupidest argument ever,
Okay.
and I'd just love to share it.
Yeah, okay.
But I said something and it triggered her.
Yep. After you gave her the disclaimer?
Well, I was like, oh, it's you know, like I will start going into this and we can discuss this if you really want. And she was kind of fine, but it was more of I usually give the disclaimer when I'm talking to someone I don't know or when I'm talking to someone that I'm
right.
at work with.
And it was disclaimer.
Yeah, so that I give a disclaimer then.
Yep.
This person that I met, it was through a friend, so it was a friend's friend.
Yeah.
And it was mainly her bringing it up. So I was like, all right, let's go into it. And then she got triggered.
Yeah.
And I felt really bad, even though it wasn't my fault.
Mm-hmm.
And something it was triggered by wasn't even to do with veganism. It was to do with her own personal life. But I was like, oh.
Okay.
Man.
Does it have something to do with cows?
No.
No, okay.
No.
Another time.
Another time. Yeah, no, I'm happy to talk about that discussion.
Yeah.
Like here, because I wanna put that one out there because it was for me it was just not a good discussion for being not completely vegan. I think it was really silly.
Yeah. And you know, again, we don't think that people are bad people for not being vegan.
That's correct.
We got to this position because we were presented with the information and we were so far along that we had accepted the information and are able to process it and adjust our lives accordingly. There's some people at 10 years old that see it.
Yep.
There's some people at 26 years old that see it. There's some people at 15 years old that see it. And some people at 60 years old. You know, there's some butchers that go vegan. There's truck drivers that go vegan. There's, you know, big burly men, you know, that go vegan. There's
even the farmers.
Even the farmers, you know, there's it's crazy. If you were to judge yourself on where you would have stood on the issue of slavery and apply that to animal rights now to know how you feel about it. And if you feel like you were on the side of the abolitionists of slavery, then that's how you should feel when it comes to the abolition of animal slavery and animal agriculture and animal fucking suffering.
I feel like just the word vegan sets people off.
Yeah.
I wish we were called something like anti-animal cruelty-ists or something.
Yeah,
something
cruelty-free.
different. Yeah, cruelty-free.
Yeah,
the cruelty-free people. The word vegan just sets off so many people. As soon as they say vegan, it's like, oh, the vegans, and it's like,
see, one of the issues also is that we've been lumped into into a category, the wokies, the intolerant left, that, all right, let's put vegan in that same category, so then all the conservatives can disregard veganism as well. And I think that's a bit shit, because there are vegan conservatives out there that have very rational positions on all their topics and whatnot. So yeah, it's just another one of those fucking things as well. And veganism has had a bad PR rap.
It has. Yeah.
But I guess so did the suffragettes. As they were trying to get the vote. Women's rights and all that sort of shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is just the next thing. And I was speaking to a friend last night. Was it last night? Yeah. And she said to me, she's not vegan, but she said the world really is gonna go vegan.
Yeah. Yep.
And I was like, even she could see it, and she's not even vegan.
Yeah. Yeah. My psych said the same thing.
Oh really?
Yeah, because
that's amazing.
In the psych session, they can't interject their opinions.
Yeah,
so
correct.
Just throwing it all out. This is what I think. This is what I feel. This is what I think. And she's like, oh wow, took it on board. And I don't think there would have been any comeback, even if we were to have a chat outside about it. But yeah. That's a good one. Next psych session, just talk about veganism.
Yeah, I have been meaning to touch on it. There's some other things.
Just how it affects you,
Oh, it definitely does. It definitely affects me. Just some days more than others. Can be quite difficult. But
I'm not sure if anyone's here and anyone can see, Betty's been on my lap for a little while. Little girl. This is my girl.
She's getting cozy.
Yeah. She's 11. She's 11. Little girl. Yeah. Cute face. Hey?
Yeah, I was at a barbecue once, and they said, "Oh, have some of this." I can't remember what it was like. I have a sausage or whatever, and I was like, "No, I'm good." Oh, but what? Come on, have one. I said, "No, I'm good." They said, "Oh, no, really, have one."
Are you a vegan?
I said, "I can't actually. I'm vegan."
Yeah. Yep.
And they go, oh, okay. Well, you're not one of those vegans that, get all rowdy and stick their opinion in. You believe people should do whatever they want to do. And I said, no. I just said deadpan. I was like, no, I am one of those vegans.
Yeah.
Because I am. I can't help it.
And I think all vegans are. If you're, I don't think if you're not like that, I don't think you're a vegan.
Really?
You can practice veganism, but it's like being an anti-racist.
I think you can still kind of be a vegan, but there's some people who aren't confrontational.
Oh yeah, no, it's not about confrontational. It's I think it's about
the mindset.
Yeah, just implementing some sort of activism into your life in whatever way you can. Turning around or taking in the supermarket, taking all of the vegan lollies and out of the row and putting them over the top of all the others, so there's just vegan lollies on the front, or just something very little like that, or whatever. Talking to your hairdresser, if you're a hairdresser, talking to your client, just having a little chat, conversation, getting on, building the rapport. If you're an artist, putting it into your art. If you're a musician, creating music about it. If you're a comedian, drop comedian jokes. If you're if you want to start doing a Twitch channel and want to get 1,000 subs on your YouTube channel, start doing this,
I did have an argument on Facebook with some people the other day.
Yeah.
I was all alone, but I stood my
you
ground.
managed to hold your own.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. You went into the Matrix.
I did.
Level up.
Everyone was like, this girl's got no brains. I'm like, sure.
You just look past it?
Yeah, I just looked past it. I didn't let it personally affect me.
Oh, yeah, good.
And I think that's the difference from when I first started opening my eyes to veganism.
Yeah.
I was like, everybody has to know this. Everyone has to know. And I'd go, okay, I want to tell you about this. And it was like, nah, I don't care. And I was like, how can you not care? How can you not care about this? I don't get it. I saw this and I care. And they're like, nah, I don't care. But now it's like, I can hold my own.
Yeah,
I hold my own. I don't take it on. I feel sorry for them, but I don't take it on and sit and dwell about it.
I used to say pretty much the same thing. Sorry, I got distracted.
There was this one woman who decided to post all these like pictures of like dead animals and stuff on the thing.
Bacon. The bacon.
No, it was like
trolls.
actual like animals, like with
okay.
their freaking guts ripped out.
So the things that we would show.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah, oh my God. And like the hunters, you know, like it's just.
Here's one actually. Do you actually? Oh, I don't know if you should save this for another time. No, I'll ask it now.
We can always delve into it later as well.
Yeah, true.
Add
Yeah,
more to it.
yeah. We can have a one on hunters because I have a few opinions about them.
Yep.
But okay, so say there's a hunter and on Facebook they're holding up a buck or whatever animal, usually a buck, and
fish.
They're gonna, they've killed that buck and they've got the buck. You will see all these comments on it about that's so cruel. Now I agree it's cruel. I agree, but these people that are saying that are people that eat animals, and I'm like, well, I would prefer if people hunted their own food than buy it from the shops. So if you are going to eat meat, go and get it like that.
Yeah. See, I would prefer free range over grass fed. Like I would prefer that. But having said that, like obviously I wouldn't advocate for that. I
definitely don't like it. I don't want it to happen. But if somebody said that's how they get their food, that's the only way they get their meat, well, that's a lot better than the shops for me.
Yeah, for me, it's a lot better as well. And in that situation, if that were me or whatever, I would then advocate for the animal that they killed.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Yep.
There was I had a conversation. It was at my party actually with one of my friends, one of my best mates, and we got onto the topic, and the same thing you said before about buying meat or whatever or from the farm. Is that the only meat you eat? This guy shot this goat or sheep or lamb or whatever. You got to be specific about these things, because if I say, oh, all right, so when you shot the goat, I didn't shoot a goat. Oh, a lamb. I didn't shoot sheep. Doesn't matter. When you shot the animal,
exactly. Yeah.
That they throw that back as like you got to get the argument right, Nick. Well, clarify it for me. Tell me so then I can take it further.
Yeah.
Just fucking stop dodging it, And this was just a big convo. It would have been nice to get recorded, but it's fine. Good mate of mine. We're still mates. Like we can disagree.
Yeah. I had that with some of my mates too. Yeah.
Yeah, and he said that I looked down the sights and I said, sorry. And all right, so
why would you say sorry? I don't. Yeah, all right.
He said,
go ahead.
Like I said, so saying sorry to an animal before you kill them, does that justify killing them? And he wouldn't answer the question. So I walked in and just got like a butter knife, and I walked up to him and pretended to stab him. Like, all right, sorry, man.
No, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like,
right.
Sorry, whack.
Yeah, does that make it okay? No, obviously not. And I think from what I can remember, he conceded that position, and once people concede that position, we can then progress the conversation and move forward. But it's like inching, And I think people who are honest with themselves and honest with your friends and I want people to be accountable. I want people to hold me accountable, and I would respect my friends and family and much more if they were honest.
That's it. I love the accountability and doing a lot of emotional intelligence things in my own personal life. I absolutely love it, and it's pulling people up on things. Yeah. And a lot of people at the moment are deciding what pronouns they want to use, and it can be quite difficult to adjust to that sometimes.
Yeah.
And I've had friends stop and they pull me up and they're like, "Oh, them or they," and I'm like, I appreciate that. Because I don't want to be sitting there making this person feel like I'm disrespecting them when it just comes out of my head as like the conversation. Yeah. So I really appreciate when people like pull me up and get me into that other way of thinking. I've actually been trying to pull a few of my friends up recently, and it's been so difficult because I'm trying to be a more positive person, and have that positive energy and spread that positive energy. And I've got some friends that will diss themselves. And look, it's okay to diss yourself in some kind of, disrespect yourself in a joking way. Yeah. Like I'm pretty sure I've said 3 times this weekend, like, just throw me in the bin, I'm done. Like I'm absolute trash. But I said it in a joking way, but they've been saying it in a serious way.
You're not trash. You don't throw you in the bin.
Well, thank you.
I'm just kidding.
Jeez. All right.
There, I'm just kidding.
Ouch.
Okay. I'm just kidding about that.
Yeah, no, that's all good. That's good. I get it. I'm not that hurt.
I don't.
And I just keep trying to change their mentality.
Yeah.
They're going, I'm just like a piece of shit. And I'm like, well, you're not a piece of shit. Like, you're not. If you keep telling yourself that, your brain's going to believe it. That's how this negative mindset works. Because you're telling yourself, Yeah, you got to give yourself these positive affirmations.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly right. The subconscious mind can't differentiate between that.
Correct, yes.
So that's why people who want to try and have more of an abundance mindset, they suggest to do affirmations every day. Write down 10 times on a piece of paper, I am rich, or I am love, or I am care, or this or that. And
even just love yourself.
Say it,
yeah.
the more you say the bad things, they penetrate into your mind. But the more you say good things, the same thing happens. So always say good things to yourself. And we're not trying to be those like positive boss babes, all that sort of stuff.
Oh, I am.
I'm just kidding.
I want to. That's who I want to be.
Faux Phoenix, Avery, what's going on? You managed to catch some of the show. We're actually...
Hey, Faux Phoenix.
We're gone a little bit over time, but we got a lot in. So when we upload this, if you got a bit of time, we'll put it on YouTube and you can watch it there, but it'll stay on Twitch for 14 days on this platform. So, was there anything else? Like, do you think that's a good amount of time? Do you reckon we should wrap it up here, or? We've gone an hour 20.
Yeah.
Anything else you would like to say, or Avery? Anything else you'd like to anything else you'd like us to touch on, or any questions you have while we're here? I went live earlier today as well.
Oh, really?
Played Far Cry.
I didn't see that. Oh.
Yeah, I was just playing Far Cry for a bit, and just not under like shit vegan. Oh, it was under shit vegans, but it was just playing games.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Yeah, we should play some games actually.
Yeah, we can do like Mario Kart and stuff on here, maybe next time or whatever. But the other day I had Chris Delaney on, and we talked some shit on the Shit Vegan Show through Facebook, because I uploaded it to Facebook instead. Well, we did it through Facebook because he's got more friends and he shared it. So too easy, Avery. Just like before, we're gonna end it here, I suppose. And it's been another Shit Vegan Show. How do you think we did today?
Yeah, it was good.
We got a lot out.
I feel like that went super quick though.
Oh, we can keep going.
So it's all good because we shouldn't go too far over time. I feel, but I feel like that was like the quickest one we've had. Like, it just went so quick.
Yeah.
I guess I was in the mood to kind of take in more information, so that I'd sit back and let you show me more about vegan pets. So now I can go away and action that.
Awesome.
I'm so going to take a video of her with the vegan food though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, awesome.
We can upload that on Instagram.
Yeah, and if you're up to up at the servo anytime soon, walk into that pet shop when it's open up. Probably at work. They're probably not open outside of work.
Might be on Thursday.
Yeah, possibly. I'm going and have a look and have a suss, and they should have something there. But if not, they can get it in. So I once got the vegan pet food in for Betty. So.
Oh no, there's some things I'll have to try for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, so everyone here, everyone hit us up on the socials, Instagram.com/shitvegans.
Like and subscribe.
Link in the description. Like, subscribe, share.
Oh,
comment.
we got it. Oh no, wait, never mind. Scrap that. I was gonna say something stupid, and then I realized I'm not even gonna say it.
Okay.
Cut that out.
This is a lie.
I know it's alive. I'm just gonna say, just cut it out. Just mentally cut it out.
One constant take.
I know. Just mentally cut it out. Just suppress it.
Done.
What
just happened?
What?
Where am I? Oh, I suppressed too much. Just kidding.
Wah, 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 wah.
I think I can play more than...
Well, I need to know what the sound effects are so I can play them.
Yeah, so you can see them here.
Oh.
So these are all the...
So that is the sad trombone? Is that it? No, that one.
Yeah, that one is. So you see
There you go.
You see the
Yeah.
colours here, and you can cycle through. So these are the ones that I've added. Just if we want to yeet someone.
Well, because
this
there's
one.
I
nothing
know you love her.
uglier than an old infant.
We know about
True.
that one. And everyone knows this one. Yeah. Do you know
Zelda.
what game specifically?
That wouldn't that be Ocarina of Time?
If you reckon you got it. An old mate.
I
and
love
then
air horns.
obviously but there's a mate of mine who is in a band that they do a vegan song the band's called Human Error. It's hardcore, so if it's stream worthy, that can be the intro for one episode, maybe two.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not a fan of the hardcore.
I know.
It hurts my ears. No,
That's not hardcore anyway, but
It just depends. We can see. I'm all for supporting vegan artists, so I just might block my ears when we're supporting them. That's all.
linktr.ee/shitvegans for all of our socials. Everyone, thank you for watching.
Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure. We'll catch you next Monday, 7 p.m. Peace.
Peace out.
Let me press that button again.
Yeah, press it again. Bang.
Shitvegans.